What's up guys, Caleb here, and today we are going to be reviewing the 17th modular building, the Lego Boutique Hotel. This set has 3,066 pieces and will retail you for $200 in the United States. I do not personally own this set is my brother's, so thank you to my brother Sam for letting me review this set and borrow it. Hopefully in this review we can clear up if this beautiful set is worth your money or not. One of the instructions shows off the hotel in its full glory with a nice black background, as well as the back sort of shows it off with the other two previous year modulars. Some information about the design process, as well as a really cool picture with all of the designers with all of the previous year modular buildings, which I thought looked cool. The first minifig up is the art gallery owner herself, and she might be my least favorite minifig. I'm not sure why. She looks a little bit strange. I don't know. She has a little bit of back printing, as well as these really cool sort of like blue legs, which I do like. She's just like her big glasses. I don't know. Just something about her looks a little bit strange in my opinion. Next up, we have a woman who seems to be on vacation, and she looks almost exactly like the lady included in the bookshop, which I think is weird. Like, they have the same face and same hairstyle. Like, they're oddly coincidentally close to each other. I do really like her second expression, which is her sort of sleeping. It's a cool face to have, I think. Next up, we have the businessman, who I absolutely love. He has this beautiful little suit and an incredible, like, bowler hat, which just looks like phenomenal. He doesn't have any second facial expression, which makes sense because they need to include this ridiculously epic hat. This guy looks spiffy. Next up, we have the sweet old grandma, who might be my favorite figure in the set. I don't know, she kind of reminds me of my own grandmother, and yeah, she has this epic little suitcase, which you can in fact pop open and fit stuff in there, I suppose, if you wanted to. There's some really nice high quality back printing, as well as an incredible umbrella, which I definitely really like. My favorite part about this figure is Gangster Granny. I mean, there's not much to say about Gangster Granny. Next up, we have a lady who works at the hotel who has this really cool sort of like bellhop suit. I do really like the two sort of clashing green colors. Honestly, not a ton to this figure, but it is a generally pretty good looking figure, I think. We also have a bellhop slash bartender who works at the hotel, and I love his mustache. It's the same sort of suit as the lady before him, but that stash and the hair just clash great. I love this guy. It also includes a cart for the hotel, which you can in fact stick a suitcase on, and it is a neat little detail to have. Last but definitely not least, we have the dude who works at the coffee stand, who has this really dope little apron with the coffee mug on it, as well as leg printing that works with the like chest printing really well, which is neat to see. I like his hair and his glasses and his apron and his back printing. It's overall a really cool figure that's giving me off hipster vibes for some reason. So it also includes a little coffee cart for this dude to sell coffee from, which is pretty dope. But the star of the show for most people is the hotel itself, and it does not disappoint. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's got like this wild sort of like curved wall design, which has never really been done before on a modular building, as well as the colors just splash perfectly together, and all the flowers and the architecture, just Lego absolutely nailed with this one. Like, it looks just phenomenal. Again, it uses over 3,000 pieces, which is a lot of pieces for a modular building, but a lot of these are very small pieces that add a lot of texture and detail to this spectacular looking build. Like, it looks so cool. It is, of course, fairly easy to gain access to the interior. We can obviously just pop the different floors off to gain access to the inside. And the inside is just as good as the outside, and it's very cool how it all sort of comes apart, so you can see inside of it. El Cubo Fine Art Gallery is sort of tucked away to the side of the hotel, and you wouldn't immediately notice it, but it is a cool detail that I am glad they added on. However, the inside is fairly cramped. It does have a pretty cool sort of like parrot thing, as well as a little nod to the original Creator Expert logo. There's also some sort of like top hat bust, which is a little bit hard to see in that angle, but I'm not really sure what that is. We have some more sort of pieces of art on the floor and hanging on the wall in there, as well as a small little desk, which there's not even room to pull out the chair. Like, it's very cramped in here. As you can see, there is room to place the art gallery owner. It's just like, there is not any walking space in there, and it is very tight, but it's alright. The sort of corner of the build, there is a blue dumpster where there is in fact a hidden moldy croissant in there, which is a very interesting detail, probably an Easter egg to something. On the outside, we have what I can only assume to be a water fountain, but I'm honestly not even sure, as well as a small little sort of billboard with a bunch of other Easter eggs to other modular buildings that I don't exactly understand, but I'm sure somebody in the comments will, so if you do, let me know. Above the art gallery, we have the rooftop bar, which is so cool. I never thought we'd get a bar in a modular building, but I'm not upset. But in the bar, we have Gangster Granny making her long-awaited return in Lego form. We also have a dude making some martinis, shaken, not stirred back there, and I just love this whole bar vibe. Like, I love the palm tree and the very tropical vibes it gives off. It's unlike anything we've ever gotten in any other modular building, but I absolutely love it. Like, it's so cool to get a bar. The first floor of the hotel basically consists of the hotel lobby, which basically has this little desk, which has this little bell, and a little telephone, and a little book, which has all the designers' signatures actually printed onto it, which I thought was really. We also have a bunch of keys for the different hotel rooms, as well as a small vase with flowers, and a very interesting painting, which I don't really like the look of that much. I don't know, it looks a little bit funny to me. I do like the design they made for the sort of floors on there, as well as the little maroon couch sort of like in the corner of there, which I do really like the design of. Like, it's a cool couch. Beneath this staircase, there is actually room for the little cart that the guy can carry the bags in, which is a really cool spot to hide it away, as well as a very, very nice staircase. I really like the technique they sort of got for the handrail of it, as well as the actual stairs themselves. Look really, really cool, I think. The second floor gives us a better view of just how strangely shaped this entire building is. Like, it is a weird shape. It has 4 sides, but it's not a square. It's a very, very strange shape indeed. On the second floor, there is a small, and I mean small, staircase room. Like, there is hardly any room to place a minifig. There's even like a little window back there that you can see, but it's a very, very tight room. Although it is essential to have staircases, you're not going to be using this room very much at all, just because of how small it is. Across the halls from the stairs, we have our first sort of hotel room, which is honestly the smallest room, but it is a really, really cool room. We have a bed sort of tucked away in the corner there. There's also a nightstand with a little lamp on it, as well as a big sort of dresser, which I really like the design of, and a small desk with a really, really dope chair design. Like, I've never seen a chair design like that, but I do really like the dresser and the small chair. Inside of the room, we have a small porch, which is right next to these really cool sort of like hanging red flags that they have, and it's a very, very cool little porch area to have. Like, I do appreciate it being there. And yet again, across from staircase, we have hotel room number 2, which has a lot of cool details in it. You do have a little cabinet, which I suppose you could put clothes or something in, although there are no clothes or anything included in the set. There's also a small desk, which has a little typewriter, which is actually nod to the Lego typewriter idea set, as well as a nice little chair and a small reading lamp. We also have a little bed tucked in the corner there, which has a really cool design, as well as a small lamp on a little nightstand. In the back of the room, we have a little chair with this really cool sort of bay window. You can in fact spin the chair around. For some reason, it's giving me off Sherlock Holmes vibes, but I'm absolutely loving it. It's a really cool section. Up on the third floor, we have the master suite, which has to be my favorite floor. This floor is so detailed, it's so cool. In the bathroom, there is a small mirror, which isn't actually reflective, it's just sort of silver, as well as a small sink, and a very, very nice bathtub with some little bottles of soap. It's a dope bathtub. And on the toilet, we have Gangster Granny. Wait, what are you doing here? In all seriousness, I do really like the toilet design, as well as the really cool sort of toilet paper holder in the back there. My favorite details in the entire set is the little black and white television with a dude like on the news. Like, that is just so dope. Like, it does not get much better than that in a Lego set. It's the only room with a twin-size bed and a small chocolate bar in the bed, which is another dope detail, and I also do like the little lamps on the side there. It's a really cool bed. Across from the bed, there's a really cool little love seat design, as well as a very big sort of like dresser chest area. One of my biggest problems with the set is the way those sort of like outside windows look from the inside. From the outside, they look absolutely gorgeous, but unfortunately from the inside, they just look a little bit odd and out of place, and while they do look incredible from the outside, I don't really like how they look from the inside at all. Also, a second small balcony over there with a little bit of flowers on there, and while it is easy to gain access to go into there, there's nowhere for any minifig to stand there, so I don't really get the point of this, because you can't really stand a minifig anywhere on there. I especially love the sort of black railing design with the little black snake pieces from Ninjago, as well as it even shows the hinges that they disguise as air vents. Like, the designers are absolutely brilliant of this set. I also do love the way the skylight looks on there, and you can in fact open the skylight up to reveal Gangster Granny one last time before the review ends. I even include a sort of like dome on the top of the set that reminds me of almost like a Roman cathedral. Like, the designers just went all out with this set. Like, it just looks magnificent. Getting one final sort of street view of the set just shows the glory and insane talent that the designers had when designing this set. Like, there is so many tiny details and just perfection of the architecture in this set. From this wild shape of the building and the tropical colors that it has to the rooftop bar where Gangster Granny gets drunk, this set is just like almost perfect. Like, it is so close to perfect. Of course, any set is going to have its small flaws. Besides a basically unfunctional porch, these sort of not great looking windows from the inside, and the incredibly crowded art gallery, this set has to be like a 95 out of 100. Like, it is really, really close to a perfect set. Like, really Aston Martin DB5 close. If you have an extra $200 to spare on Legos, I really can't see you going wrong for this set at all. Like, it is an incredible set that I'm sure anybody that gets will enjoy. Go do yourself a favor and buy this set while it's still available, because it's spectacular. Thank you guys for watching this incredibly fun review to make. The Seabrook Productions sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date with my latest content. Stay safe out there, guys. Peace out.